Hello, my name is Nur Hazwani binti Marzuki. I would like to present about group assignment that titled Bibliographic Services and Utilities. The OCLC evolved out of the Ohio College Library Center, which was established in 1967 to develop a computerized system enabling academic institutions in the state to share resources and reduce costs. Now known as the Online Computer Library Center, the group is a non-profit service and research organization more than 57,000 members libraries in 112 countries and territories. Membership in OCLC provide library access to a wide range of services and database, include WordCat, the OCLC Online Union Catalog. Together, OCLC member libraries make up the world's largest consortium. The mission of Online Computer Library Center exists to further access to the world's information and reduce library costs by offering services for libraries and their users. The vision of OCLC is OCLC will be the leading global library cooperatively helping libraries serve people by providing economical access to knowledge through innovation and collaboration. For services and products, OCLC provides bibliographic, abstract, and full-text information to anyone. OCLC and its member libraries cooperatively produce and maintain WordCat, the OCLC Online Union Catalog. The largest online public access catalog is opaque in the world. OCLC Online Computer Library Center provide many pension and welfare benefits, like OCLC employees countless American depends on group health coverage funded by their employer, through which a significant percentage of its employees' health insurance premium is covered by their employer. In this setup, companies are provided with tax deduction for their contribution and workers are provided with the plan tax-free. OCLC provide health, dental, and vision benefit. OCLC also offer group life insurance, short-term disability insurance for accident or illness, long-term disability insurance, and death benefit which cover accidental cause of death. Employer finance retirement plan help to ensure a stable flow income later. OCLC offers defined contribution pension plans with a defined contribution retirement plan. Companies help employees save and invest for retirement. We have seen over the past few months how uncertain the future can be. We know that library staff, like their institution and users, have many unanswered questions, and they working together to answer them. At the same time, we are working with our teams and with the WMS community to accelerate development where it makes sense. Press pause where prudence and focus on advancement that will best address our shared future. Regardless of how COVID-19 reshapes the library's landscape, and whatever happens next year or the next 10 years with technology, economic, or even international politics, I feel confident in the strength of libraries to find better answers when we innovate together. WordCat is a union catalog that itemizes the collection of 17900 libraries in 1 to 3 countries and territories that participate in the OCLC Global Cooperative. It is operated by OCLC. The subscribing members' libraries collectively maintain WordCat's database, the world's largest bibliographic database. The database includes other information sources in addition to members' library collection. OCLC makes WordCat itself available free to libraries, but the catalog is the foundation for other subscription OCLC services, such as resource sharing and collection management. WordCat is used by the general public and by librarians for cataloging and research.
My name is Nuridaya. Next, I'm going to continue to explain about Bernama Library and Infolink Services, as known as BLIS. Okay, next, the background of BLIS is Bernama Library has been coexisted with Bernama after the National News Agency was launched on 30 August 1967 under the Parliament Act 1967, and also being placed under the Human Resources and Administration Department. It starts its operation on 20 May 1968. And they also have 700 employees, including more than 400 journalists, editors, photojournalists, and video cameramen. The mission, vision, and objective BRS. Their vision is to become a renowned news agency which is recognized internationally. So to make their vision come true, they have the mission. Their mission is to generate revenue through diversification of news and information products, to enhance the standard of journalists in the country by offering challenging and rewarding careers. And their objective is complying and processing reading materials, news, and information. Therefore, it can be accessed by Bernama staff and BLIS clients. Next, we continue to the types of membership. The member of Bernama Library and Infolink Services is the News Straits Times, Press Malaysia Berhad, Utusan Melayu Malaysia Berhad, Sincau Daily, Kumpulan Media Kankraf, and the last one, Utusan Borneo. BLIS also work with universities across Malaysia to share knowledge and to support online learning. BLIS has provided access to various universities such as University College Library, University Science Malaysia, and Universities Pendidikan Sultan Idris. Okay, the next topic is services and products. Every organization has their own products that they serve to the members, to the customer, or the users. So BLIS have services that contain 4 modules. Is archival news, forget news, calendar of events, and speeches. Okay, next we go to the benefits. Their benefits is BRS form as an integral source of information, network for all information. Seekers who may use the BRS application in limitless and varied ways. Some key users such as journalists, librarians, business analysts, market research, lecturers, and students will get the benefit from BRS. Obtain new updated information about national and international events, and also get to know new current statistics about industry through sector reports. Okay, we go to the future planning. Datuk Mota Hussein said, Bernama has to produce new based on in-depth reporting and analytical elements. And he also said new skills have to be gained from training session, particularly for staff for the editorial department. And next, arrange demos by identify related vendors. This can identify and assist selection of digital archive perception across new generation of technologies. Next, we go to the point of the view about BLIS. The problem is, based from the research about BLIS, it may conclude that BLIS has its own weakness. Accessing to BLIS seems a bit hard compared to other online database, because BLIS require an account if user want to read the article. This issue may be the barrier for user. BLIS also should provide with accurate journals to public. Okay, the recommendation of the problem is, in my opinion, accessing to BLIS without having to make an account should play a bigger role in collecting Malaysian journal author to publish their finding and study. User is looking forward to have more accurate and reliable fake for academic and study. Also, BLIS should enhance their searching techniques to facilitate users exploring in view of getting the information. The last one is conclusion. BLIS is an electronic information provider that we can trust 100% and easy to access to their news convenient for Malaysian users. Most importantly, by reading materials provided good services and facilities, providing accurate as well as reliable, authentic and factual news and information via BLIS as a reference and background, will result in the production quality news material which will be beneficial to Bernama staff and the national as a whole. Okay, that's all about Bernama Library and Infolink Services. We go to the next slide. It's about Section B.
Section B. National and international organizations involved in bibliography control activities. First, we choose United Nations Education, Scientific and Cultural Organization, and the second one is International Federation of Library, Education and Institutions. Okay, we go to UNESCO History or Background Information. UNESCO was founded in 1945 as the successor to the League of Nations International Committee on Intellectual Cooperation. Its constitution established the agency's goals, governing structure and operating framework. UNESCO founded mission, which was shaped by the Second World War, is to advance peace, sustainable development and human rights by facilitating collaboration and dialogue among nations. It pursues its objectives through 5 major program areas: education, national science, social human science, culture and communication information. UNESCO is governed by the General Conference, composed of member states and executive members, which meet biennially to set the agency program and the budget. It also elect member of the executive board, which manages UNESCO work, and appoint every 4 years the Director General, who serves as UNESCO Chief Administrator. UNESCO is a member of the United Nations Development Group, a coalition of an agency and organizations aimed at fulfilling the Sustainable Development Goal. Okay, next we go to mission, vision and objective. Mission UNESCO is to contribute to the building of a culture of peace, the eradication of poverty, sustainable development and intercultural dialogue through education, the science, culture, communication and information. UNESCO works to create the conditions for dialogue among civilizations, cultures and people based upon respect for commonly shared values. Vision: UNESCO in this spirit develop educational to the help people live as global citizens free of hate and intolerance. UNESCO work so that each child and citizen has access to quality education by promoting cultural heritage and the equal dignity of all cultures. UNESCO strengthens bonds among nations. UNESCO founding vision was born in response to a world war that was marked by racist and anti-Semitic violence. Objective UNESCO is attaining quality education for all and lifelong learning, mobilizing science, knowledge and policy for sustainable development, addressing emerging social and ethical challenges, fostering cultural diversity, intercultural dialogue and a culture of peace. And the last one is building inclusive knowledge society through information and communication. Okay, we go to type of membership. As of January 2020, UNESCO members include 193 member states and 11 education members. Some members have additional national organizing committees for some of their dependent territories. The executive members are non-independent states. Okay, so the second one is 3 UNESCO member states are not un-member states: Cook Island, Niue, and Palestine. Palestine is a non-member observed state of the United Nations General Assembly since 29 November 2005, while 3 un-member states, Israel, Liechtenstein, and United States, are not UNESCO members. Okay, the last one is the United States and Israel were members but left on 31 December 280, asserting that the organization had an anti-Israel bias. Okay, we go to product and service. The visibility report on the use of UNESCO public information product is designed to measure the use and, as much as possible, the impact of UNESCO information product and service. Second, the indicator and measure provided in this report are intended to monitor and measure where possible UNESCO visibility in the media and among the general public. And the last one is the report. First implemented in October 2010, is produced by every division of public information in collaboration with the sector office concerned. Published on a monthly basis until March 2018. This report is in published quarterly and covers 3 months. It currently provides essential indicator and measuring concept is like our website, the media, our social media, our online document and publication edition. Each quarterly report includes statistics on a special topic. Okay, we go to benefits. There are a few benefits to being declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Praise and popularity. The first benefit, however, is all about tourists. Once a site has been recognized, it becomes more attractive to travelers, and therefore travel writers and other new organizations will help spread the word. Okay, the second one is the site suddenly has a certain status that it did not have before, and for many countries this could help bring new economic benefits. Third is funding. The site is eligible to receive funds for its protection and conservation. Since it is declared something of historical significance, it is understood worldwide that it needs to be preserved. Okay. Fourth is the site will also have access to global project management resource if a repair is needed or if more option for tourists is needed to ensure the site protection. The last one is protection. During a war, once declared, the site becomes protected under Geneva Convention against destruction during a war. Okay, we go to future plan UNESCO. Strengthening the capacity of countries to plan and manage their education system has always been IIEP mission. During this 10 medium-term strategy MPS for the period 2018 until 2021, IIEP will further pursue this role of existing UNESCO member states in achieving their educational goal in the context of the Sustainable Development Goal (SDGs) and the new Education 2013 agenda. From its unique position with UNESCO and the United Nations system as a whole, IIEP is the sole agency exclusively dedicated to educational training and management, offering countries the requisite knowledge and expertise to develop solutions to the challenges arising from their particular context. And the last one is the Institute also play a normative role in its file, helping to identify and develop current best practice and standards. Okay, we go to point of the view about the organization. Organization of the view, although their diversity make it impossible for all member states to adopt a standard form of organization, certain common criteria should nevertheless be observed. Special public service, with due regard for the condition appropriate to each country, member states should set up in their territory wherever they do not already exist one or more specially public service to be responsible for the efficient discharge of the following functions. Okay, the first one is developing and putting into effect measures of all kinds designed for the protection, conservation, and presentation of the country culture and nation heritage, and for making it an active factor in the life of the community, and primarily compiling an inventory of the culture and natural heritage and establishing appropriate documentation service. Okay, go to B, training and recruiting scientific, technical, and administrative staff as required to be responsible for working out identification, protection, conservation and integration program and directing their execution. And the C is organizing close cooperation among specialists of various disciplines to study the technical conservation problems of the cultural and natural heritage. And D is using operating laboratories for the study of all the scientific problems arising in connection with the conservation of the cultural and natural heritage. And the last one, E, is ensuring that owner or tenant carry out the necessary restoration work and provide for the upkeep of the building in the best artistic and technical condition. For the last one is conclusion. According to its constitution, the purpose of UNESCO is to contribute to peace and security by promoting collaboration among nations through education, science, and culture in order to further universal respect for justice, for the rule of law, and for the human rights and fundamental freedom which are affirmed from the people of the world, without distinction of race, sex, language, or religion, by the Charter of the United Nations UNESCO 2004. And the next one is more informally, its website describes its function as a laboratory of ideas and a standard setter to forge agreement on emerging ethical issues, and as a clearinghouse for the dissemination and sharing of information and knowledge. It helps member states to build human and institutional capacities and promote international cooperation among its members in the field of education, science, culture, and communication. Okay, next we go to IFLA. IFLA is International Federation of Library, Education and Institution. History and background information. The International Federation of Library, Education and Institution is the leading international body representing the interests of people who rely on libraries and information professional and independent non-government non-profit organization. IFLA was founded in Scotland in 1027 and annual IFLA World Library and Information Congress promoting universal and equitable access to information, idea and work of imagination for social, education, culture, democracy and economic empowerment. IFLA was founded in Edinburgh, Scotland on September 30, 1927 when library education from 50 European countries and the United States signed a resolution at the celebration of the 50th anniversary of the library education of the United Kingdom. Isaac Collins, head of the National Library of Sweden, was elected the first president. The first constitution was approved in Rome in 1929 during the World Congress of Librarianship and Bibliography. Okay, next we go to mission, vision and objective IFLA. The International Federation of Library Education and Institution is the leading international body representing the interests of library and information service and their user. It is the global voice of the library and information profession. IFLA is an independent international non-governmental, not-for-profit organization. Our aim are to have three, and the first one is promote high standard of provision and delivery of library and information service. The second one is encourage widespread understanding of the value of good library and information service. And the last one is represent the interests of our members throughout the world. Okay, we go to type of membership. IFLA, the International Federation of Library Education and Institution, is the leading international body representing the interests of library and information service, and their user is the global voice of the library and information profession. And IFLA General Assembly 2020 was live streamed from the National Library of the Netherlands and the Hague. Those participating share in the highlight of IFLA work over the past year, celebrate the recipients of honor and awards, and look to an editing feature, a recording of the session as well as our annual report 2019 now available. And the third is education member and institutional member. Education of library and information professional, of library and information service, and of educational and research institute within the board 5 of the library and information science all welcome as education member. The last one is institutional membership. It's designed for individual library and information service and all kinds of organization in the library and information sector. Okay, we go to product and service IFLA. The acronym IFLA, when used in the context of the International Federation of Library, Education and Institution, and it is activities relating to librarianship and information work, or product and service for librarianship and information work. The acronym of IFLA may not be changed in any language translation, and any formal relationship which permit the other organization to use the name of IFLA on an ongoing basis must be based on a written agreement pursuant to which IFLA retain control of the use of its name. Such agreement may only be made by the governing board or the Secretary General. And the last one is formal. Formal relationship with other organization or business enterprise do not necessarily imply IFLA endorsement of their policy, product, or service. Okay, we go to benefit of IFLA. Okay, put more simply, the benefit of IFLA membership are better communication, increased opportunities for personal and professional development, and expanding horizons from the national scene to the international collective problem solving. To start with the benefit for IFLA international reputation and recognition as the global voice of librarianship is clearly to be seen as a result of the instant involvement of influential and internationally oriented professionals within education and institutions all over the world. And the third one is also seen as a body of committed professional library with a good track record of successful completion of projects. This success depends to a large extent on the dedication and hard work of the volunteer member of IFLA, many professional units, section, and roundtable, working with limited resource with a strong belief in the benefit of international cooperation. There is a strong focus on the visibility of IFLA professional work, and therefore on publication in some form. This is important in order to justify the resource spent, but also to maintain the reputation of the professional as a whole and of IFLA particular. The IFLA will become known, and the more widely it is respected, the better it will be able to attract moral and financial support to continue its work. Okay, we go to future planning. By engaging teams of thousands of library and information workers from over 190 countries in a conversation about the strengths and opportunities of the library fight, the vision has provided the energy and represented the guiding star for this strategy. On this basis, IFLA Professional Unit and Governing Board, working with the headquarters team, has developed this document drawing also on an assessment of IFLA existing trade and its commitment to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. It was approved by the IFLA Governing Board on 12th April 2019. The IFLA Strategy 2019 until 24 is a document for the library file by the library file. It is designed to be reference point not only for IFLA own professional unit, headquarter and regional and language official, but also for our membership and the library file as a whole. It should be the catalyst for a new energy and a new alignment in our effort. And so we go to strategic direction highlight for area of focus in delivering our mission. And one is strengthen the global voice of library. Second is inspire and enhance professional practice. Third is connect and empower the field. And the last one is optimize our organization. Okay, and then we go to point of the view about the organization. Issue common to the library and information service around the world are the concern of the IFLA core activities. Directed by the professional committee, the objective and project of the core activity relate to the federation program and the priorities of the division and section. Second is ALP. ALP is Action for Development throughout library program, has very wide scope, concentrating on the broad range of concern specific to the development world. The other cover current international important issue. And the last one is IFLA Journal in published 4 times a year. Is issue cover new of current IFLA activity and articles selected or reflect the variety of the international information profession, ranging from freedom of information, preservation service, the visually impaired and intellectual propriety. Okay, for the last one, we go to completion IFLA. Human connection from an organization perspective. IFLA can truly be described as a network organization. It is certainly worthwhile to consider the electronic dimension of connection within network organization like IFLA. IFLA can and need to benefit from electronic communication option whenever possible, but should never lose sight of the underlying connection. In most of IFLA operation, regardless of the medium involved, it's the communication aspect that vital. In the end, it is often not the electronic connection that counts, but the human connection. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.